Morning guys, rant of the day, insurance companies. Who goes on about insurance companies to say they're wonderful, except themselves in their adverts, that how wonderful we are, we're a dedicated team, blah blah blah. But if you're on the other side of them, let's say you buy a bike and you want to change it or something, you quickly get into the realm of £32.50 fees, up to 50 quid. If you sell a bike, cancellation fees, 50, £100. It just seems whatever they want to do, they just can make it up as they go along. But the new one, which is really aggravating me, I'm not a young man, I'm an old fart now, but I've been riding forever, you know, consistently now for 5 years. I think you know I had my little Versys, I love her, and I recently bought this BMW, which I've just done a little chat about, and I do like it, if I'm honest with you. But if you find an insurance company on the dreaded weekend, you know, the Saturday morning, that you might want to go and get a bike, Express Insurance, not so express. You know, the word express, you'd assume means that they get on with things. Well, they don't. They're just like everyone else, you know. Fast food at McDonald's. Can you pull in bay one, please, and wait 15 minutes? It's not fast food then, is it? Same as Express Insurance aren't express when you can't insure a bike. So I ring them up at 9 o'clock Saturday morning, and I want to go from my little Versys 650 to the same style adventure bike 1200. Bigger engine, but give or take, no better speed. And you remember your riding history, they want to know everything about you. So they know that I've had ZZR 1400s, ZX10s. The last bike I think I had with them was a 1050 GT Triumph. Hello, sports bikes, you know, 100 odd miles an hour. This thing here, 100 and it's happy. Screaming at 120, I suppose. But you can't do that on British roads anyway, can you? So I wouldn't. In this adventure bike, you wouldn't do it anyway. But the new one they do now, don't they? Is, and what gets me most, aggravates me most, is this isn't a free service. You pay them. They work for you. But they tell you exactly what, who, where, when, every extra. You know, if you've got like this guard here, you've got to tell them there's a guard on there. Otherwise your insurance is invalid, blah, blah. But the one that bugs me now is I ring up on a Saturday morning and I've got my little 650 insured with them and I want to go to this bike here. And she goes, computer says, no, sorry, underwriter, Monday. And you think, well, it's Saturday morning. I've got cash. I'm at the place where I want to buy the bike. And you're saying there, I can't insure myself. So what do I do? Ride home illegally? Do I pay for it and then wait until you eventually get back to me? 9:30 on a Monday now. Still no call. Do you know what I mean? I could have been here all weekend, couldn't I? It just so aggravates me that they just come up. And it's not the poor person, lad, woman you're talking to on the phone that say no. It's this bloody underwriter. The guy that I'm paying to sit in his house with his nice car on a weekend and doesn't bother coming back until Monday. Doesn't bother letting them know until Monday afternoon maybe. I don't know when I'm going to get a call back from them. So what do you have to do? You have to what? Ring up another insurance company. Right, Bennett's for instance. Now Bennett's do charge, okay? It was £45 to put this bike on. I had another bike. I took that one off, sold it. So it was quite easy just to pop on and get extra insurance from them. 45 quid. £32.50 is their fees. Insurance premium tax. Thank you government. You're whacked on insurance premium tax on everything. But it was 8 quid to insure it really. I think what you need to do is really look at when you take out insurance what you're paying for. You know, it may say £100-200 for an old guy like me, but other people it's, you know, thousands, isn't it? And you have to start looking at the fees that they want to charge. Like, I could have clicked on Express Insurance and insured myself for £145, fully comp, 1 year, bang on there, Saturday morning. But yet when I phone the company I'm with to try and change my bike, the company says no. What's that about? You know, absolutely mental why they can ruin my life by saying I can't ride this weekend. Now, phone Bennett's, straight away I'm insured, I taxed it, straight on the road, all legal. But you wonder what you're supposed to do with Express Insurance. And they're not the only company. I know I'm talking about them because they bugged me. Now I'll let my Versys run out on the insurance and I'll go to somewhere else. But I think it's time you start asking questions before you click that button. How much are fees? Do you know? Something you don't tell everybody. Same as sometimes you notice where they might be the cheapest, but if you go down a few, 2, 3, 4 down the bottom, underneath, you might notice that where one's, let's say, fictitious 200 quid and the other one's £210, you think, oh, £200 cheaper. If you pay monthly, you work out at 20, 30, 40 APR. Now it's 240 quid, and the 210 was only 10 APR. Do you know? So you've got to think, got to be a bit more streetwise. But I'd love to be able to, you know, put up some campaign to say, actually, insurance companies, you're a rip-off now. You're in coots with the government. You can easily click that button, but you never win out of it. My bike never win out of it. There's always a way to get out of it, that I've got them locked in my garage, but the key was in my house, so that's my own fault for getting it stolen. That I popped in on my drive, you said it's locked in the garage. I've had people like that before. A guy popped in, literally said goodbye to the wife, come back out, someone stole the bike, and he lost half his premiums because it wasn't locked in a garage like he said it was. Do you know? They seem to have this massive flaw, you know, hundreds of people to try and get out of insurance. But when you phone them to try and change over, they've got 10 people trying to make a claim. They've got, you know, all these people saying, no, you didn't tell us that. There was a sticker on the tank and that invalidates insurance. That's what it seems like. They're always trying to get out of it, you know, and they keep telling us that they've got to keep premiums up because so many uninsured drivers. If you made it sensible, did your bloody job, it'd be a lot easier, wouldn't it? I'm going on and on, but they just aggravate me. I know it aggravates everybody. I bet people can go on and on about them, and you might get one person on here says, oh no, they paid me full price for my bike and I was very happy with their service. Well, I ain't, and I never have been, if I'm honest with you. They've always tried to, everyone I know who rides bikes, I know a lot of people who ride bikes, and they've had a horror story. It's an insurance company. They're not paying, they've halved my premium, and then when you do get paid out, if you get paid out, then next year's premium is ridiculously high. And they say it's because you're going to have an accident. You can be riding 10, 20, 30 years, you have one accident, and statistically, you're going to have another one. That's what they say. Always statistics work in their favour, don't they? Enough whinging for the day. Anyway, that's my bit for the day. I did get insured on my little bike. Really did enjoy it. Check out my video on this little bike now. Well, big bike, GS BMW. She is a lovely bike. I've stayed away from them. I've always been on sports bikes, as you know. As I said, GTRs and stuff like that, ZZRs, ZXs, and I've really enjoyed them. You start slowing down your pace in life and you want the missus in the back and everything, I would strongly suggest an adventure bike. Cap and Ord, I've done a one on that. I wasn't happy with the Cap and Ord at all. Maybe I wasn't ready for it, I don't know, but I didn't enjoy it. The BMW, I've got to say, I really have enjoyed it. I didn't race up and down the road doing a video, there's enough of them out there. But if you actually take a good look around these, the seating position, the tyres, the banking of the bike, the way it starts, the gear change, all really, really good. I'm really happy with it. So, check out my videos, guys. Take care of yourself on the road.